Hi, I'm John from Jim's Mowing. At Jim's Mowing we do more than just mowing, we do hedging as well. Today we're just going to prune this lily-pilly hedge up, which is a nice feature of the garden, blocks out the neighbours, fairly easy to maintain. The good thing to do with hedges is to cut them often. The more you cut them, the thicker they get, and the better the density, the better the privacy you'll get. The other thing to think about is cleaning up. So here you can see we've got some nice mulch down here, which would be a little bit difficult to get it all out. So a good idea is to use a tarp, which will make clean up faster and look a lot better when we're finished. Okay, so then when we're cutting the face and all the top, it's falling onto the tarp, and then as we're moving down the hedge, we can just keep moving the tarp. When you're cutting the hedge, you don't want to go hard at it, or cutting anything. Just cut small bits, because you can always cut more off. You can't stick it back on. So let's just sort of finally work away here. Beginners when you're using the hedge cutter, as we said, cutting small bits off, but the other thing is not to come up from the bottom, because if you come up from the bottom you can sort of see you want to hook a little bit, so you get a banana type shape. A couple of good ways is, think about it, if you had a hedge cutter like that, it's spinning like a pendulum, it's really like a pendulum, or like that. So if you cut downwards, it's falling in this perfect line. So this way, that'll help you to keep things straighter. So going slow and using it downwards, okay? Or even like this. So you think you keep the machine against what you're cutting, and then move it this way. It's pretty much moving parallel to what you're cutting. So we're going to cut the top here. So here, what I'm trying to do is just hide out that neighbouring house. We're just going to use the deck here as our platform to cut. So the next thing is, if you're going to cut it all one height, use this as your template. So you come back to here and go and work off of this to get it all level this way, whether we're going left or right. Good advice about hedging is, if you want a good quality hedge, is to cut it quite regular. Like in the growing season, you might be cutting it every 2, 3, 4 weeks. Pretty much like a lawn. A good regular cut, it invigorates it to grow. The density of the hedge will then gather, and it will give you a lot more privacy. The other good tip about hedging is, if you are doing the hedging yourself, is to take your time. Cut small amounts off, stand back, have a look. Hope you've learned a bit from that. If you want to get a free quote, call 131 546 or www.jimsmowing.com.au.